Hey guys, this is the PMR 30 by Kel Tec. Hard to find. There's other videos out there that get into a more technical evaluation of this gun, so I'm not going to go into that, but Nothing Fancy has a great video that gets into a lot of detail on this. As you know, my gun reviews are pretty basic. Do I like it? Do I not like it? This is my third outing with this. I'm into about 300 rounds with it. What I can tell you so far is I love it. It's awesome. It is a little ammo sensitive, so you're going to have to try what works for you. But what I have found is that the CCI, the nickel plated, any of the high velocity stuff works extremely well. Otherwise it'll hang up on some of the more dirty brass cases. High quality ammunition, as always, makes a difference in the reliability of a gun. So we're still testing different ammo in here. We'll see how we do today. But so far my my assessment of this is pretty good, except that it won't close on this Mac. So let's see why that might be. Alright. And there's no holsters for the damn thing. Maybe somebody will make some holsters. Hey, Galco. Hey, Phobos. Somebody. Failure to feed with, you can see the different ammo in there. The blunt nose of that, I don't know if that's hung up, it doesn't look like it. What looks like is that those aren't stacked one on top of the other very well. They're more next to each other, which may be making it hard for this to feed. We'll correct that and get back in the fight and see what happens. All I did was reach in there and push down on the follower, and the one shell slipped back up on top of the other one. The ammo sensitivity is evident here. You can see that the squared off bullet has trouble feeding. That's been the experience I've had with this gun from the beginning. It works better when we have more of a rounded nose or a pointed nose. The squared off hollow point there tends to want to grab, and tolerances are apparently fairly tight, creating a little bit of a problem. The other thing is I haven't cleaned this since we started the 500 round test, and we're 300 rounds into the 500 rounds, so we're getting a little bit dirty. To me, that's an excuse. It should function. This magazine was filled with 3 different brands of ammo, so I'm going to go back, and I've pulled the ones that caused a problem. We'll go back and make sure we're referencing which brand that is. And again, by the time we finish the 500 round test on the PMR 30, I'm going to give you a list of the ammo that I recommend you run in it. I do know that when we run the nickel plated CCI, we don't have any problems with it. When I'm running brass, it's hit or miss, depending on the bullet structure. So we're going to compile that list, and hopefully it'll be helpful for you. Using the right ammo, however, this is a lot of fun. Well, it is finally time for the tabletop of the Kel Tec Pmr 30. Not only did it take me a long time to get it, but I've been shooting it rather extensively. I didn't want to rush to a desktop here because I was having trouble with it. This thing is a little bit finicky, and I'm still not all the way through. I want to give it a fair chance and continue to run rounds through this to see if it's just a matter of break-in. But the PMR 30 is going to be a little finicky when it comes to ammo. High quality ammo. You don't want squared off big ogive hollow points, you know, wide mouth hollow points on this thing. What you want are some streamlined tapered points, round nose, and you want some slick. It works real well, especially with the nickel-plated CCI cases, but it's going to gum up quick. You need to clean this, keep it clean. When this thing is running ammunition that it likes, it is reliable, it is accurate, and you should absolutely buy one of these if you can find it. Period. End of discussion. 30 rounds of 22 Magnum. Are you kidding me? In a pistol format. And the 22 mag's got a lot of pop. You would be surprised in a handgun how well it does. This is not a plinker. I mean, this thing's got a little power, but not enough kick to cause a problem. You stay on target. The slide moves around back and forth without going up and down. You can stay on target. You can shoot quickly and accurately, and for a long time, because you've got 30 rounds. These are good magazines. I do have one complaint I'll get to in a minute. But this is a good gun if you can find it, and the black market prices haven't gone out of control. You should be able to pick one of these up if you can find it. I'm not going to guess right now. I'll look up the MSRP and post it for you. But you're not going to find it for MSRP. You're going to find it on Gun Broker or Guns America for 50% higher than that, just because Kel Tec, it's Kel Tec. They make something, there's a lot of hype about it because it's a unique design, and then nobody can find them. So keep it clean, use the right ammo, and I'll post what I think is the ammo that I would recommend for it, and maybe the stuff you should avoid, because I've tested several different rounds with it. The magazine, it does something strange every once in a while, which is that it seems like it's not quite tight enough. When you got a double stack of 22 mags in there, occasionally what will happen is you'll get to a point in the stack where the 22 mags have settled side by side, and so they get up here at the time to feed, and they're sitting in there, instead of one on top of the other or one slightly on top of the other like they should be, they're literally sitting in there side by side, so it stops feeding. And what you have to do is simply reach down in there and push down, and it'll slip, one will slip back up on top and reinsert, and off you go. It's just a strange little thing that I've noticed to happen a couple times. If this mag were slightly narrower, that probably wouldn't happen. This is just a really neat design. If you haven't heard about it or seen anything about it, I'm surprised that this video would be the first time you've heard of the PMR 30. I think you probably clicked on the video because you've heard of it, and you're still doing some assessments about it. It is a 22 Magnum striker fired, double action only, 30 round pistol from Kel Tec, with an external safety and slide release. The mag release is a heel style, clear down here at the rear, almost like a European style. And Kel Tec immediately became aware that there were some problems with the gun being reliable initially when it came into the market. Mine is one of the second generation guns that came out after some of those things had been addressed. So mine is, for the most part, reliable. Like I say, it is still a bit finicky with ammo, but boy, you get the right kind of ammo in the thing, and it will just chug along all day long, and it is a blast to shoot. Recoil is nothing, but the report is substantial. There's a little bit of a fireball out of the end of this thing. Just a hoot to shoot. If you can find one, I'd get it.